Nailing a great vocal sound is really hard, especially when you're recording with a budget mic in your bedroom. But don't forget that there are global megastars who built their careers using setups like that. So if they pulled it off, then why can't you? I'm going to show you how to turn a bedroom vocal into something slick, polished, and ready to release, and we're only going to use 2 plugins to do it. Claro shapes the tone and cleans things up, while Voca dials in detail and dynamic control. But first things first, we need a vocal.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time. Snake eyes and vertical thoughts swipe down into grief.
Okay, so we've got our vocal down. The first step is to listen back and get a feeling for what we want to change.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time.
Okay, I'm already hearing a few things to tweak, so let's open up Claro. So let's think of EQing like painting. I'm going to start with the overall structure and broad shapes before adding fine detail. So let's stay in the produce view for a moment. First off, let's roll off the low frequency rumble. It muddies the mix and doesn't add anything to the vocal.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time.
Next, I want to increase the low end to give the vocal some weight, making the melody feel fuller and more grounded.
Physical world, digital time. Snake eyes and vertical thoughts.
So I'm also using these floating sliders to dial in the focus of each band. And if you're ever wondering what people mean by warm or harsh, Claro's built-in sentiment guides help decode all of that. Okay, let's scoop out some mids to reduce that muddy, boxy, kind of nasal vibe that's creeping in.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time. Snake eyes and vertical thoughts swipe down into grief.
So all the time, I'm listening to how the tone is affected by these moves, and I'm trying to look at the energy meter to cross-reference what I'm hearing.
Walking a coarse grain line, snake eyes and vertical thoughts swipe down into grief.
Okay, I really like how this is sounding so far, but I'm still hearing some resonant frequencies. Let's switch to tweak view and zero in. So if we play the track, we can see a spectral analyzer come to life.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time.
I'm hearing a couple issues in the high end, so let's make a notch filter and we can see the spectrum become way more detailed, and resonances are going to start to get highlighted in blue.
Swipe down into grief.
You can also use the headphone icon to audition bands as well. I'm also going to add some air via a shelf band. This is going to help increase detail in the vocal.
Physical world, digital time.
Alright, let's have a listen.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time. Snake eyes and vertical thoughts swipe down into grief. Why won't you leave?
I'm happier with the vocal tone now, so let's bring in Voca. To simplify things, I'm going to turn everything off and work from left to right. I'm going to click this optimize button, which will make sure the signal isn't coming in too hot or too quiet into Voca. Just make sure that you play a few bars so that Voca knows what it's hearing. Right, let's turn on the compression unit. Think of it like an 1176 and an LA2A if they were built to work in perfect tandem and voiced specifically for today's vocal mixing styles. It's tight, controlled, smooth, and leveled. You can either click and drag the dot in the center until you hear something you like, or you can move the percentages up and down for individual control of each axis.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time. Snake eyes and vertical thoughts swipe down into grief. Why won't you leave?
Great, let's move on to saturation. The saturate axis sets how aggressive the saturation is. More saturation adds greater harmonic complexity and glue to a vocal, and focus allows you to choose how upfront or how far back you want your vocal to sit in the mix. If it's a lead vocal, you might want to push the focus higher to add in more definition and air. Or if it's a background vocal or harmony, maybe you want to reduce definition and add warmth by pushing focus to the left.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time.
Alright, lastly, let's turn on soften. Think of this like an intelligent de-esser designed to reduce harsh tonal characteristics dynamically.
Walking a coarse grain line, physical world, digital time. Snake eyes and vertical thoughts.
Listen to how the vocal sounds so much more controlled and detailed now. The vocals really shine without being overly jumpy, muffled, or loud. So let's run that all together now. Here's the raw vocal.
Walking a coarse grain line.
Then Claro.
Physical world, digital time.
Now Claro and Voca.
Snake eyes and vertical thoughts. Swipe down into grief. Why won't you leave? I guess I'll go wherever you are.
Wow, what a difference, and we're only using 2 plugins. Drop that into a track and I'd be surprised if someone said the vocals didn't sound professional. So Claro and Voca are great individually, but as you've just seen, they really level up a mix's quality when they're used together. Whether you're just getting started or you're looking for a fast, lightweight workflow that produces pro results, this bundle gets you there with fewer plugins and way less faff. Check out the Sonnox Vocal Bundle. It's available now and you can try it today. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more vocal production tips, and let me know what you'd like us to cover next. See you in the next one.
Where action was all absence, writing every plot line that I never